say her name, say their names. Breonna Taylor, still seeking justice, of course. Let's pray. Welcome. I hope all is well. Hi, Lewis. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Today's guest is Amanda Page Cornett, and she's a country soul singer, so it's a cool combination. And we'll just wait for her to come on. You know the deal. If you have any questions, you ask below. I hope everyone had a great week. Hi, Mom. Welcome. And yeah, it's slowly getting warmer here in New York. I don't know about where y'all are at. But yeah, no news is good news. Amanda grew up in South Carolina, so hi. So she's a Southern gal. Hi, Lee. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Yeah, she does look very cool. Amanda looks very cool. Just waiting for her to come on. What else? I got a promotion at work, everybody. Woo! Mom, you know. I'm helping admin. I'll just say an admin job. When I was doing more physical, now it's more mental, I suppose. But I'm very happy and very busy. And I've been auditioning more, so wish me luck, y'all. My big debut is coming. And just singing and acting lessons. The usual. I'm always busy doing what I love, you know. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's great. Oh, here's Amanda. Yay. Amanda. Join me, Amanda. Come on. Come on in. The water's warm. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I think I got this. All right. Come on, Amanda. Oh, yes.
Hi. I was trying to get my headphones to work. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, Amanda,
Apparently, I'm going to try my Bluetooth one.
You gotta flip it. You gotta flip.
Oh, you want it this way?
Yeah.
Typically, I want it the other way. So.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I love the colors and purple. I love that whole purple vibe you got going.
All right, thank you.
It's so
I'm
pretty.
going to hook these up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Turned on.
Oh,
They weren't turning on because my Do Not Disturb was on.
Oh. Well, don't disturb us, you should say, right?
Well, right, and you know, it happens like I get cut off like on different live things when it's like I get a text message. So I've learned to do that.
Nice.
There we go.
Hey.
Should be working.
You look good on my end. You sound good too. How about that?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Hey.
Can you hear me okay?
Perfect, yeah.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Hey, I love everything. So the colors, I love the colors. You know,
Yes.
purple is royalty, right? You know that, right?
Yes. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and it's also the color for CF, which are my band, my guitar players, two boys, both have CF. So it fits perfectly that one of my favorite colors happens to be their color too. So we kind of support that a lot. So
God bless. Yeah. It's also the top chakra, right?
I don't know. I guess so. I'm learning something new.
A higher energy, which is very good. Very good in the spiritual realm.
I like it.
Yeah. So I'd like to start by asking, when you were a little baby, Amanda, did you know you wanted to perform?
I believe that I started probably performing before I could talk. My parents would probably attest to that. I I probably started making up songs before I really was talking words or whatnot and stuff. So
That's awesome. So then you slowly were like, when did you first get an instrument in your hands?
I took piano lessons. Mom says it wasn't forced. I say it was forced at the time.
It is.
Like from like 5 or 6 to 9, or 5 or 6 to 8 or something like that, like 3 years. And I mean, it was an invaluable experience learning to read music. So,
Yeah.
and honestly, I wish I could still play piano, but I can pick around. I can play a little bit, but it was invaluable to learn that. I started making up songs as long as I can remember ago and started writing them down when I was 9. And I finally got a guitar, I think, when I was about 13. So.
Yeah, that's so cool. Well, yeah, the piano is the bass line for music.
Yes. I wish that it were as easy to read music on guitar as it is on the piano.
Oh, yeah? Is it more difficult?
It's definitely different. It's definitely not the same. I mean, I guess if you're really good, you could read it that way, but it's more tabs than it is like chords like in piano. So.
Well, I love it. Playing, right? And what else have you played on? What else have you experimented on?
I have a toy ukulele. I say toy because it really is like a toy size. It's really a toy ukulele, and it doesn't sound great, but I play it anyway. Definitely play a good tambourine.
Nice. Yeah, you have to in your genre, right? I know there's a lot of tambourine.
Hey, I ended up having to do the tambourine on one of our tracks because my drummer wasn't doing it well enough.
What?
And I was like, you have to put your whole body into it. And I showed him, and I was like, you can't just go shake, shake, shake. You gotta go. It was really funny.
You gotta let it fly, right?
That's right. Just let it do its thing.
So I love your accent. Is that from South Carolina?
Who knows? I've lived in South Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida, and my dialect switch has been, depends on who I'm speaking with, I think now. When I'm back home, it's a lot more Southern, or when I'm up here. When I go down with my Florida friends, I think they think I'm more Southern now than I used to be. And when I was in school, my parents were like, you sound a lot more Northern. So who knows?
Where are you now?
I'm in Nashville.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. How do you like it out there?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be here to be able to really get to a level where you're good enough to compete with anybody else. So it's hard to make money here. Yeah, there's a lot of great musicians. I'd say we have the best musicians in the world here. And then they have to disperse to make money.
Yeah, and then come back to the home base.
Yeah.
It's cool. I've never been to Nashville. I'd love to visit.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm in Long Island, New York.
Awesome. I want to get up there. I've made a lot of friends up in that area. So.
Have you ever been to the city?
No, I haven't.
Well, you're going to Florida for? You gotta go.
Well, I even like. It's funny because I actually co-produced a documentary that played at a film festival in New York, but we couldn't go to the premiere. So I was like,
damn, COVID ruins everything.
I know. When COVID's over, I'm booking everywhere I possibly can. So
it's coming soon. God bless us all.
Yes, so, right?
I mean, let me know. I'll take you out to the best food, I mean,
yes.
I know musicals are going to be a while, but restaurants are open,
Heck yeah. It would be fun. I want to wait till it's all open so I can experience it the full New York City.
Well, then be patient, my friend.
Right, I know.
But it's going to happen. Once things start going, it's going to boom. Going to boom,
Absolutely.
What kind of things throughout time have kept you motivated?
I came to Nashville knowing it was going to be a long haul. I think that some people come in with the idea that they're going to be like superstar right away, and I had enough friends and like I'd done enough research and been around enough that I knew that was not typical.
Yeah. That
it was going to be, the average overnight success was at least 7 years, And so I came in and I was like, I'm not going to get jaded because I met all these people that were jaded. And then at some point I had a really bad car wreck and laryngitis, and I ended up kind of finding myself going through that jadedness. And I was like, this is not what I'm doing here. And so I kind of had come to Jesus meeting and realized I needed to come up with a mission statement to keep my career on track for what I want it to be and why I'm doing this. So I came up with a mission statement, which is to create and execute authentic musical experiences people can deeply feel. And I feel like as long as I'm sticking to that, then I'm good.
That sounds like a good through line. That's awesome. I know it's easy as a creative person to get lost because there's not much foundation, right? So if you have that anchor, that really helps.
It's been good. I took it in the studio when we recorded my Front Porch Rebel album, and I printed it out and gave a copy to every single person that played on the album.
Oh, so it connected you.
Hi. Oh, cool, Buenos Aires. That's neat. What's up?
What's up?
I know. That's the cool thing about the online thing is anybody can join from wherever.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of guests. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I'm scrolling up. You see how many people are joining? That's cool.
Woohoo! If I didn't say hi, it's because they're going too fast for me on my little phone.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, no, this lifestyle, I say this all the time, the lifestyle isn't easy, but it's worthwhile.
And if it chooses you, you can't do anything else.
Yeah,
that's really what I think it comes down to. So
no
I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say to someone yesterday. I was like, the struggle is so real. Like, you think I like living paycheck to paycheck for 15, how many years, right? No.
Yeah.
No.
But you know, if it chooses you, and you can't do anything about it.
And just it makes you stronger in the end, right?
Hey, and this is the first time like being a broke musician actually gets you paid.
Right, especially online.
Oh, I just meant by stimulus.
Oh, and the CARES Act, right? The CARES Act is for artists.
Hey, I'm like, hey, first time being broke works to my advantage.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, we got to appreciate it. It's true. What kind of school? Who is that?
That would be my little guy. I put my puppy out because she would be going nuts. I don't know if you saw the video I posted of us warming up, but my 14-week-old puppy started howling along with me, so I put her outside so she wouldn't do that.
She's cute. What's her name?
Lolly is the little 14-year-old, and I have a little rescue mutt that's awesome, who's lucky, and that's who's barking at something right now. There must be an Amazon truck. I'm going to close the door.
How cute.
He's protecting his mama.
Yeah, and that's what they should. I mean, they should do that. Oh, that's so cute.
Lucky Bug and Lollipop.
They could make an appearance later if they're around.
Oh.
So what kind of schooling did you go to school for music or?
I didn't. I mean, I did lessons and stuff all throughout, guitar lessons, voice lessons, stuff like that. I did not want to major in music in college because I felt like I would lose my passion for it. And looking back, I think that was a good call for me. Some people that probably wouldn't happen, but I think I'm too well-rounded. Like I'm too blessed and cursed with well-roundedness. So I love science and anatomy and stuff. If it weren't for music, I'd probably have gone into orthopedics or something. But I actually majored in sports medicine, so exercise sports science, so that get that other side of my brain working.
And well, it is movement is performance, so
absolutely.
And
absolutely.
And as an artist, well-rounded means your character is pure and clear, right?
Right, and it's not just one-sided, which is nice. I have a lot of other hobbies I enjoy doing. I'm not just a one-trick pony kind of thing. Music's not the only thing in my life. It's my biggest passion, and I'm so grateful to be able to share it. But I also have these other things I enjoy.
You're human.
Yeah.
People forget we could do everything and anything, but your passion is the through line. Yeah, I'm the robot.
Right. I think I'm funny even if nobody else does, so forgive me if you don't think I'm funny.
No. Who cares? No. We're having fun. Who cares, I don't
exactly.
We're just chilling in whatever rooms we are, Who are some current and past inspirations?
I grew up listening to all kind of the rebels of country music, and my mom was a big blues fan, and so that I'm sure influenced. I grew up in Spartanburg, South Carolina, which is where like the Marshall Tucker Band is from.
Nice.
Marshall Chapman, Pinky Anderson, who's actually where Pink Floyd got the pink from, a old blues guitarist, like an old blues guitarist. So there was a lot of musical influences around, even though I didn't necessarily know as many of them until I moved here. And then I started listening to Janis Joplin and Etta James and Aretha Franklin and really expanding my music. Susan Tedeschi. I mean, I feel like they all have collaborated to create the sound that I try to produce now. So,
which is country soul, right?
Yeah, I call it Southern rock and soul because it's a mixture of Southern rock, blues, and country. And it's, I mean, what genre is really a pure genre anymore?
No, it's not possible. Right.
So,
and who, like, it used to be there was a songwriter and a singer, right? And that was it. And then it just kind of morphed into all these things.
I mean, I think there have always been some that are both, but they're,
of course,
you know,
of course.
Yes, but of course, you know, like the Boudleaux and Felice Bryant were the first couple to like really make a living as songwriters. I'm fortunate to know one of their sons, and actually he wrote one of the songs on my album with me, which is hilarious because he's not a writer. And so when I called his publishing company to get the information to register it, she was like, "Wait, he's a writer on this?" And I was like, "Yes."
Wow. What song is that?
I Can't Believe My Luck.
Nice.
It's an idea that he gave me. Yeah, he gave me two of the ideas for the song and said, "Hey, if you use it, you know, make sure I get the credit." And I mean, the two ideas were the whole thing of his song. Like, Can't Believe My Luck. His wife always says, "Wait till you find the one you can't believe your luck."
Aw.
So that's where it came from.
Aw.
So yeah.
Don't you give me chills? So Southern rock and soul. That's cool. What is a Junkyard Dog?
Junkyard Dog is a movie that had is it Vanessa Fox? I think. Yeah. Yeah, and Brad Dourif in it. It was a horror thriller that was filmed in Fairview, Tennessee, which is just outside of Nashville. And I actually auditioned to be a stunt double in it, which is kind of funny, and ended up singing one of my songs in it, which was way better. So I got to be myself, and Vivica Fox came up on stage and like interrupted me playing, and I had to kind of look at her like, who are you and what are you doing in my bar? So it was pretty fun.
Vivica Fox is awesome.
Yeah, she was super nice too. She was fun to play in, especially it was like a old school backwoods setting. And here comes this, you know, female black FBI agent popping in. So, you know, it was meant to be like a little bit tense, and it was just like, wait, what's happening? But she was great.
So how did I mean, the stunt performer, that was just like a whim. You're just like, let me try this thing.
Out in LA, you have to be actually trained to be a stunt person. Nashville doesn't have that much stunt going on, so I'd have gymnastics background. And so my agent was like, "Hey, you want to go try for this?" I was like, "Sure." And one of the lead girls and I had similar features, but she was a lot shorter than me, so it probably wouldn't have worked anyway. But we had similar facial features, so I tried it. Hey, it worked out for the best.
Yeah, no, it turned into what it needed to. So you have a gymnastics background. Did you dance and things like that too?
I started out, I think, in ballet, and then I discovered tap, which was more fun, and then I discovered jazz, which was more fun, and then I discovered gymnastics, and I was all over. So
you did what the young girl does, or the young person does.
And I was like, oh, I get to jump up and side down and like swing off things. This is perfect.
Right. So, and then did you do any sports too?
Other than gymnastics, I did basketball until I had knee problems, and so that's how I ended up in sports medicine.
Oh wow! And they feel good now? You healed yourself?
Most of the time. Depends on how long I've been on stage. I usually have to ice them down after I've been on stage for a few hours. So
really,
but I don't feel it when I'm on stage, so it's okay.
Yeah, right. Because you're in the zone. You're like, I don't feel anything.
That's right. It's the aftermath. I'm like, I can handle it afterwards.
Yeah. You professionally know how to. That's so cool.
Of
So
scars are part of it.
No. It's a balance.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite gigs?
Well, I would have to say Artemis Pyle from Leonard Skinner played drums with my band. I met him on a TV show back in South Carolina on the Your Carolina show, and he said, "Oh, if you ever need anything, let us know," and gave us his number. And my drummer couldn't make a gig back in South Carolina, and he lives in Asheville, North Carolina, which is just over the border. So I finally got the courage up to call him, and I left him a message, and I said, "Hey, Artemis, we met on the Your Carolina show. Just wanted to ask you a question." And then I immediately texted him a picture that we took together so he'd remember who I was, because I figured he probably wouldn't remember me otherwise. And he called me back, and honestly, that would have been enough to make me happy. And he ended up playing with us. We went up to his house and rehearsed for about 5 hours up in Asheville. It was pretty amazing. I'm thankful to call him a friend now.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And I'll read that for you. It says, "Amanda, you look like Olivia Wilde."
Thank you. I'll take it.
Hi, Baker. That was Javier. That's very nice of him. Thank you. That's so cool. So that's what it is, right? You open your mouth and you reach out and you get things you'll never have expected.
The answer is no if you don't ask. So, I mean, and all of the people I've gotten to know that have been in like Southern rock and that old blues family have been so great. So great. I've become friends with Marshall Tucker Band. I went to school with most of their kids, but I didn't actually meet Doug Gray and the rest of the band until I was living here. And immediately they were family. And going down to Muscle Shoals to record and write, I've gotten to write with some amazing people and record with some amazing people. And it's amazing how humble some of that old guard is. And it's very much something I aspire to make sure I stay.
Yeah, it can't be easy, right? That is, what do you call it? Old guard? I like that. Yeah,
the OGs, the ones that, they're the ones that got us where we are today. And I love that they're still extremely humble. And and who knows, they might not have always been humble, but
right.
They are now at least.
It's true. Right. No, that's what matters. And it keeps you healthy too when you choose the right thing to do, I guess.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I guess we're about halfway. Would you want to perform something for us?
Sure. Got any requests that I can actually play?
I like that song you mentioned earlier. I heard that, the luck. What is it called? The
Can't Believe My Luck?
Yeah, I like that one.
Ooh, okay. I will try it for you. Let's see. I'm going to have to pull that one up because I have trouble remembering how to play that one. But I can do it. It will happen. I'm going to put my tablet up higher so I can
Someone said your music is really cool.
Thank you. Thank you. What's your favorite song, Javier? Do you have a favorite song? Put on the spot now.
Yeah.
I like to do that. People like to put me on the spot all the time, so I like to try to put them on the spot too. Because, why not?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get them involved. So
maybe they could sing with us.
There you go. Sing along. Well, they could definitely sing along in the background if they know the songs. All right. We're going to put this on here.
So when you go, I'm going to move out of the screen, okay?
Okay. Trying to move. Okay. I've got all these like tripods and stuff trying to get my system set up.
Oh, it's a never-ending process.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. What's up, Lee? Carolina Coast. Okay, I got a request for Carolina Coast too. So
there you go. There we go.
Lee is one of the people that I've become gotten to know somewhat, as through music since COVID because of all the online concerts. And I think that's been the really cool thing about.
Oh, you've been doing a lot.
The one good thing about COVID is that I've gotten to interact with people all over the world.
You got another prawn.
What's up?
I can see.
All right, trying to get this. Pranika. Is that correct?
Pranilka?
Correct or not?
Pranilka.
Not sorry. I tried. All right. Well, we're just going to do it down here because that's going to work better.
Cool.
Because I was thinking I would probably play stuff that I knew how to play by heart, but that's okay.
Yeah, you got one you do, one you do.
There we go.
Hey.
I'm going to start out with my earplugs in because my microphone's in them. If you want to, just kind of be like this if I need to take them out so the mic's not too loud.
Okay.
If that works.
Yeah, I'll pop back in if there's an issue.
Okay. Because I usually have my other mic set up and I broke one of them, which is not great. But it happens.
Yeah, should have.
I like to break things, apparently. All right, I'm going to sit down to play, too. So.
Okay.
If anything needs to come up, let me know.
Sure.
There we go. Just floating, drifting along, was so happy, just minding my own. Wasn't searching, wishing on stars in the sky. I was stopped dead in my tracks when you caught my eye. Oh, I never thought about who's gonna tell me I'm beautiful and love me with just one touch. Who's gonna hold my heart in his hands, even though my edges are rough? And gentle kisses so perfect. Never knew I could be so loved. With all my imperfections, I can't believe my luck. So high, nowhere to come down. Smiling since you've been around. It feels like I'm flying in your embrace. I'm safe from harm. I'm so alive. You touched my life. You're my lucky charm. And oh, I never thought about who's gonna tell me I'm beautiful and love me with just one touch. Who's gonna hold my heart in his hands, even though my edges are rough? And gentle kisses so perfect. Never knew I could be so loved. With all my imperfections, I can't believe my love. Oh, if I had a crystal ball to the future, you know what I would see. The two of us still madly loving you. You loving me, oh, I know who's gonna tell me I'm beautiful and love me with just one touch. I know it's you who's gonna hold my heart in his hand, even though my edges are rough. Gentle kisses so perfect. Never knew I could be so loved. With all my imperfections, I can't believe my love. I can't believe my love. I can't believe my love. Something like that. Was that okay going through the headphones?
Awesome.
Okay, good.
Awesome. You got a lot of compliments. Nice voice.
Thanks, y'all.
Hellos. Some cowboy faces here. Very cool. Oh, that was awesome. I love that. It was just St. Patrick's Day yesterday.
It was. Oh, I didn't even think about that. And one of my dogs is named Lucky. Well, and that was kind of my homage to like Etta James. Like it was kind of my Etta James song on the album, recording down in Muscle Shoals. It just fit, and so I had to do some sort of bluesy Southern rock Muscle Shoals kind of song. So that was the one we did, and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, no, I love that song. I like flipped through them, and that was one of my favorite ones. That's cool.
Yeah, it's so different too, but my whole album is kind of it all fits together, but it's all like a different journey.
Well, that's what an album is, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Even singing the songs, it's you're on anytime you're in the studio, it's an adventure, right?
Oh, and it's amazing adventure. And one of the things I always try to do is find something before I went in the studio, we did about 6 months pre-production, and wow. One of the things I made sure to do was come up with keywords and phrases to get me in the right headspace for each song lyrically, because I wanted to make sure that I was sharing them honestly and like with the feeling that worked with that song. I didn't want to just be smiling throughout the song.
Yeah, no.
But I wanted to make sure I had the right emotion for each of them.
Yeah, no, because you have to, because that's also what grounds you is knowing the message, right?
Right.
Because we could karaoke any song in the world, but if you don't have
absolutely.
The heart, yeah, if you don't have the
absolutely.
Heart, I see you have a request there, but let's talk a little before we do another song. And I don't know which one of the two you want to play more, but
I don't know that one, so
Open My Heart, he said.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Love your voice. Thank you so much for this gift. Well, all right.
Aww,
in a little, we'll do the main song, the main event. So you've been doing a lot of online performing, you said?
I was doing a ton there for a little while. It's slowed down a little as the world's trying to transition back into in-person gigs and not knowing what's happening. And so I'm trying to transition to more in person, but the online ones have been great as well, because it's helped me get a little better at guitar, because I don't have my crutches, as in my band behind me. And right. But it's also like I said, introduced me to people that I never would have gotten to see, at least right now. And it's awesome to see people coming back and saying hi and checking in.
Yes, and hopefully we'll be again with our partners in crime soon, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Amber. Amber's giving all the love. Thank you, Amber. I love you.
Aww.
So what is Christina's Songwriter Girl Camp?
So Songwriter Girl Camp is a camp that Kirsty Manna, songwriter, one of her biggest songs was Blake Shelton's Austin. And I actually met her before Austin at a talent competition that I was a part of in South Carolina, and met her twice. The second time was right after, I guess, Austin, and she said, if you're serious, come stay with us. But her husband was like, oh my gosh. But she said she told like maybe 5 people that over the years, she said. And she said, I'm only the second person to ever take her up on it. But so Kirsty has been a great mentor, and I ended up being on staff of her Songwriter Girl Camp, which was really great. It was a great experience to not only be on the mentoring side, but also to learn from some of the pros she brought in about the business, even bringing in like entertainment lawyers even.
Wow.
And the one thing that I really like that she does is she empowers people to be intelligent and know the business, not just the art. Because if you know just the art form, there's a high likelihood there's a much higher potential to get taken advantage of or taken down the wrong path if you don't understand what's going on, right. Especially in a creative world. So it's great. And I also met, some of my favorite co-writers through that. Tracy Colling, Mark Narmore, who's another huge hit writer. And so it was definitely a great thing in my life. And I believe she still has it going on, I'm sure, once COVID's over. So
that's so cool. It sounds invaluable.
Yes, absolutely.
Javier's just giving us all the compliments. He said, thank you, girl. Thank you, girls. You're welcome, Javier. So, Front Porch Rebel. Talk about. I mean, you talked a little bit about it, but it's how long has that the process come along? Yay! Thank you.
It's a real CD with like 15 songs. So, if anybody wants a real CD, yes, a physical CD, you can actually go through my website and send us an email, and we will make sure you get one. It's online as well. But Front Porch Rebel, the title comes from my song Judds and Joplin, which is how I kind of describe my music, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. And one of the lines is front porch mixed with rebel rockin'. So that's where Front Porch Rebel came from.
Nice.
And my guitar player, Randall Scott Peterson, and I co-produced the album. We spent about 6 months, went from 32 songs down to 16 that we cut and kept 15 of them. And, you know, we wanted to make an album we loved regardless of what the powers that be, or the big powers, I guess, in music thought. So we went down to Muscle Shoals so that we could really be authentic and really make an album that we were really proud of. So it was really special.
Matthew said, "Awakenish of your soul is amazing."
Well, thank you.
I guess speaking of, because it sounds very fitting, did you bring a deep quote or enlightenment experience to share?
Well, I already gave you my mission statement.
Right. I thought so, but I felt like I had to ask again.
Okay, let's see. I mean, I would say I can give some advice, like he's trying to come in.
Yay,
yeah. I'm like, Wally's outside. I can't get to the door with her, but he can come in. We're lucky.
Oh.
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh my God.
You want to come in and say hi? Come here. Here, little munchkin.
I love the special.
This is my lucky bug.
Oh my
This is Lucky Bug.
Hi, look at him. He's cute.
He's a sweet pie.
Hi.
And so my big girl's outside. She's 14 weeks, but she's already like 30 pounds. So
wow. What kind of dog is she?
She's a German Shepherd. So yeah. So her paws are about 3 times the size of his, even though he's 5. So
cute.
But I guess some advice I would say is I'd like to pass on, I guess, is the best advice I ever got as a songwriter was from Joe Bennett, my first guitar teacher, who was a part of a band called Joe Bennett and the Sparkle Tones from back in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And they had a top 10 hit back in when like Simon and Garfunkel had just broken into the top 40. And it was a rockabilly hit called Black Slacks. And Joe asked me, when do you write songs? And I said, when they come to me. And he said, that's why we lost our deal. He said, we could only write when songs came to us. He said, if you really want to be a successful songwriter, you need to make it a skill, not just a talent. And work at it. Write when you don't feel like it. You know, so he gave me a title and said, write this. And I went back next week and he said, I thought about that. That might have been too hard. And I handed him the song. So that was invaluable, like learning to take something that's a talent, but learning how to also hone that skill and make it a skill and a craft as well.
Wow, that's heavy. That is deep. That is deep because it's
so there you go.
Real.
There's the advice. Yeah.
Whoa. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for him for learning the unfortunate example of it. But
thankfully, I got to thank him a couple of years ago. I ended up somehow interacting with his daughter, and was able to call him. And I think he had Alzheimer's, but he may not have known who I was or not. But I still got to thank him for everything he taught me, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, my grandma has it. And it's like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You know.
And hopefully you appreciated it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, right? That's a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is Fame Studios?
So Fame Studios is, I don't know if you know much about Muscle Shoals, but Muscle Shoals area is like this hidden little place in Alabama where all this soul music came from. And the first big songs was When a Man Loves a Woman, Percy Sledge came out of there. And then Aretha Franklin went down there and went from being like a pretty singer, which I did not know she was ever a pretty singer, to like the funk soul queen, you know. And she went down there and was recording, and Spooner Oldham hit the organ and figured out how to make it work and played on her whole album. And 50 years later, he played on mine, which is really cool. Which I was like, he's an amazing, amazing sweetheart too. So Fame Studios is the original studio that Rick Hall started. And we got to write there, actually. My first time down in Muscle Shoals, Mark Normore took me down. And I got to write with Spooner and Mark and Carl Holder. And because of a tornado hitting Mark's office, we got to write at Studio B of Fame Records, which is where Southern Rock was pretty much started.
Wow.
It's where the Allman Brothers would go after sessions and pretty much created that Southern Rock sound.
That's so cool.
So it was really amazing.
I love the energy that you draw, because that's you manifesting that. I love that you've been drawing this kind of energy to yourself. It's quality.
And that awesome. If you haven't seen the Muscle Shoals documentary, you should definitely watch it. It's just as magical in person as it is on the documentary.
Is that on Netflix or something? Do you know?
It is sometimes. Sometimes it's on Prime, sometimes it's on Netflix. It's just called Muscle Shoals documentary.
Muscle Shoals.
And it's well worth it.
That's cool.
So.
What kind of goals, upcoming projects do you have?
I'm always writing, always trying to write for new stuff. My band and I have been, my guitar player and I have been working on an acoustic song that I ended up putting out at Christmas, not even thinking about releasing it, but it got enough exposure that people were like, oh, we want to hear this one. I was like, oh, I haven't recorded that one yet. So we've been working on that. And also we've been in the works of putting together a little more heavy, like EP of songs, like a little heavier, more Hailstorm style, still within our realm, but also a little more rock, and just for fun of it, and trying to book gigs, hoping in the world opens back up so we can start playing again. We have a full band gig next Friday night, which I'm looking forward to, which will be really good. So,
well, outdoor is happening, right? You can start getting outdoors now.
Yeah, and some indoor stuff's happening as well now. It's getting more and more open. We're playing actually at the VFW, Veterans for Foreign Wars,
yes.
Up in Franklin, Kentucky, and which is always an honor to be able to play, because I'd love to do a USO or AFE tour one day to give back to those. So
yeah, I'm in the Navy. Do you know this?
I saw your shirt. I didn't know you were in the Navy, but thank you for serving. Yeah, I did see the sweatshirt.
No, I appreciate that. We would love to have you.
Yes.
Javier asked, what music are you listening to these days? That's a good question. Thank you.
Ooh. It really depends. Like, a lot of times if I turn on like Spotify or something, I'll turn on either Susan Tedeschi or Etta James Radio. Sometimes it'll be Southern Rock. Like, there's a whole playlist called Southern Rock and Soul that I like to listen to. And people introduce me to different musicians all the time, and so I'll start listening here and there. I don't listen to the radio nearly as much as I maybe should, but I think it's because I'm around it all the time. So I like to listen to stuff that's a little bit outside of that atmosphere.
Yeah, diversify, girl.
Yeah. Listen to a little bit of everything except, what are you doing, Lucky? Hey, that's not a chew toy. Doing one of my koozies. But I listen to a little bit of everything except for techno, because that's just not to me. It's really music. But, to some it is. So.
Hey, noise is noise, right? And some is quality noise. That's what I know.
Right, totally.
So would you like to play one more song for us?
Sure. And we already requested one, so if it's cool, and that's when we most recently put out a video for this song.
I love it. Carolina Coast, right?
Yeah. So I'm from South Carolina and grew up down there, and a couple of my co-writers and I got together, and it was a really cold winter, and we were all super annoyed by the coldness. I'm a Southern girl at heart. I know that it doesn't get nearly as cold here as it does other places, but I'm a Southern girl. Lucky, what are you doing?
He wants to sing with you, maybe.
He's trying to eat my koozies. Oh. Which, if anybody wants one, have koozies. As well, so shameless self-promotion.
Nice.
But we got together. It is. I have purple and teal and blue. I guess that those are my colors. And we got together and wrote this song. We've all had experiences with in the Carolinas, and I'm from there. Tracy went there as a kid every year, and actually our other co-writer, Kevin, I took him to his first experience. He played guitar for me one weekend, and we took him to the Carolina Coast. So it was fun writing this one, and it kind of wrote itself, and kind of always want to be at the beach. So it kind of works at any time of the year. So
it takes you there. Huh?
That's the whole point, yeah. I guess he does want to join us. What are you doing? There's a place where the window can, salty breeze blowing through my hair. Oh, won't you take me there? Crescent moon is a shining bright down on me and my baby tonight. Oh, I need a little piece of paradise. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast, let the motion of the ocean heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. I'll stand back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. There's a wave rolling through my mind, memories of a carefree time. Oh, they carry me away with the tide. Barefoot shagging in the sand, swaying to a boardwalk stand, still I kiss. Oh, how I wish I was there again. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast, let the motion of the ocean heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. Oh, sit back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. She-line smile, sun-kissed rose, sweet magnolia, oh, I wanna go. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast, let the motion of the ocean heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. I'll sit back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. Oh, sit back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. Whoa, whoa, take me there. I wanna go to that Carolina coast. You have to excuse me looking down. Lucky kept coming in and going over to the speaker like, what's happening? Where's that coming from?
I didn't even notice. I was vibing over here. That was awesome. Thank you. That's so beautiful. Your voice is beautiful. I love the lyrics to the mansion in the sand.
Yeah.
How cool.
That was a fun song to write, and it's been a real blessing. And like I said, there's a music video out that we filmed here in we released it back in, I guess, April or June or something, maybe July, sometime this year or last year. And check it out. It was really cool because a friend of mine is a film professor, and she had done all the footage, she and some of her students, and she took it to her editing class and actually let all of her editing class do their own edits. And so then I got to pick the best edit out of the top 5, which is really cool because, these are the future directors and they got real life experience. And the girl that won was so excited, Amber Wolf. I mean, it was really cool. She was she didn't expect it at all, which made it even better.
How cute. Congratulations. Yeah, that's cool. You got some comments here. Some are in Spanish, though. Some about Brazil. I can't even read some. My heart. It's the music of my heart. Open something, right?
I have to go back and read them.
I'll take a screenshot so we can. And then Matthew said, dang. Oh, and then fantastic song and video. Yeah, you're the best.
Thank
Love
you.
It. You got some. You took me to the Carolina coast.
Yes, that's what I was trying to do.
That was the plan. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I got a lot of love here. A lot of love here.
The real NC coast. Okay, yeah. Hey, that's why we did Carolina coast. We didn't want to single it out. I grew up on the South Carolina side, but we wanted to make it about the whole Carolina coast. So.
Yeah, Carolina's Carolina, right?
That's right.
It's a big place.
The whole coast, the whole 2 states of it. So
that's nice. I love that. Congratulations on everything. You're very positive and you're enjoying what you do, and that's and you shine because of it.
I'm trying to just put quality music out, and whether it's goes indie or not, I'm not worried about commercialism. I just want to put good music out and get to share my talents with the world.
Yeah, and meet all these fabulous artists along the way.
Yes.
These venues and this space.
Yes.
Get it, girl. Where can these folks follow you?
If you can follow me at Amanda P. Cornett on Instagram and Twitter, and then also AmandaPageCornett.com, no I in Page, which is kind of funny. You could actually go to noIinPage.com now. It'll take you to my website because I say that all the time, so I decided to register that.
Why not?
So you can, and if you go to my website, you can send us a message if you'd like a physical CD. You can buy music on Amazon, Google, Apple. It's on Spotify, Pandora, everywhere you can listen to music. This pandemic, one thing I've been trying to really give a good PSA about is if you like the music that's kept you going throughout this pandemic, buy music, because the biggest stream of income for performers has been taken. So if you enjoy music and realize you couldn't make it through this pandemic without it, I really encourage you to buy songs, buy albums, whether physical or digital, just to help support the artists you like.
Support them. Yeah, because that's the only way. Performing live was the only way, right?
Right.
And now.
So, yeah, the ones that aren't writers, it's even harder, so.
Right. Thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate your performances. You're a beautiful soul. You have a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you live in New York or
yes.
Nashville or Carolina.
Can't wait.
Wherever
everywhere. Everywhere I want to be, so. Anywhere the world's open up, let me know, and I'll try to come there and play.
I see it opening now.
Right? I hope so.
God bless you and your puppies. It was nice to briefly meet.
Thank you. Yeah.
And thank you, Jill.
Staring at me like, what's going on?
Thank you, Jill, for the
yes.
connection.
National Entertainment Weekly, PR, they're awesome.
Yeah, she is. She's very professional and awesome. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you for having me.
Keep playing, lady.
I will for sure, and try to keep cranking out music. And, if you haven't heard my stuff, check it out. Whether you like it or not, check it out anyway.
Amanda Page Cornett. Amanda Page Cornett.
That's right.
You heard without the
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. Say bye, Lucky.
Yes. Thank you.
Say bye.
Hi, Lucky. Hi. Cute.
He's like, I'm just glad the pup's outside, so I don't have to deal with her.
Cute. Let her in.
So.
It's time.
I know, right? I don't know how much time we have. I'm like, well,
she'll come.
I can let her in if you want me to. She will come running.
Let's say hi quick.
All right.
Before we hang out.
All right. Let me see if I can grab the crazy girl.
Okay. She's cute.
You can probably still hear me because I have headphones in.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Fred, for joining. Love and good vibes to you guys. Love you too, Margaret. Um, Lee, Javier. Oh, wow, man. A lot of people. Thank you so much. I appreciate the viewership. And you're hanging out with me every week, you know. It's nice even through the internet. Hopefully one day we could all meet in person. How cool would that be? There she is! Oh
Hey,
my
girl.
gosh.
I think I lost you on my headphones for some reason.
For a minute, but we're back. We're back.
Yeah, I think I lost you somehow, but let's see. Am I there now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Get down. Hey, you doing crazies? So
oh my
that's
God.
my crazy little pack that I have going.
She's very cute.
So
listen to her.
They're fighting for, you know, Lucky's making sure that Lolly knows who's in charge. So it happens.
Thank you. They're adorable. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
They're adorable. They're adorable.
Thank you. Okay, I can hear you now. I have to listen to the phone now because I guess I went too far. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to say one last thing to your fans?
Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for having me. And like I said, you know, please, if you like the music, check it out. Check out the music everywhere. And, you know, like I said, buy music from artists you like, because that's the best way to support them right now until we can get back in person. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me.
To you. I appreciate everything.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for coming. God bless, okay? Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
You too. Take care. Oh, love you guys. Cute fur babies there. Oh, you're the best. I know German Shepherds are cute. Ma, you want one, right? Thank you guys for joining. I forget who next week's guest is, but yeah, no, Amanda's very talented, and I'm so grateful she was able to join us. So, yeah, thank you. Have a good night. Love y'all. Blessings. Peace. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Okay. Thank you.